Yo, 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 people, it's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back on Sophia's Football Talk with another live stream. This is, we're going to be talking about Arsenal versus Manchester United, a combined 11. Yes, yes, yes. I have a special guest here, Gracie-Mae. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I mean, we just got done recording the match preview for my channel. That will come out tomorrow. But no, it's great. We were talking earlier. It's great to come together, to do something a bit different. And yeah, great to be here.
Big up. Yes, so guys, I have linked Gracie May's channel in the title, but also down below. So, definitely do subscribe. I mean, we got a good community over here at Sophia's Football Talk. So let's, show some love. There's not that many, or starting to be more and more female content creators, but it's nice to do like an all female show for
Exactly.
today, Hey, ladies' night, why not? So go and show love. And we're going to be repping our teams. We're going to be doing this combined 11, seeing how many United players will get in. I'm going to rep my team. She's going to rep her team,
It's
Arsenal,
gonna be
as you guys can
difficult.
see. It will be
It's
difficult indeed.
gonna
I don't
be.
think it's going to be easy, but hey,
We'll
but we will
see.
try. Let's say hello to the comments before we begin. Jordan's big up says, "Hey sis, hello Jordan. Are you ready for the El Shitico for tomorrow? Liverpool versus Chelsea. Woohoo! I definitely am. But hey, Millie says, "Good evening, ladies. Looking forward to your collaboration." Big up, Millie. Millie is also a Arsenal fan, so hey, big up. Yes. Craig AFC 87 says, Big up to you too. Welcome. Says Gracie, trust the project.
Trust our
Hey,
tear.
yes. Sarah says, evening, Craig. Hassan says, hello, big up. Hassan says, Sophie, wish me some luck. We play Maldives tomorrow. Hey, big up. Good luck, good luck. Hassan says, big up, Gracie. Hey, love that we're showing love to each other. Hello. Go says, good evening, ladies. I would like to see who would y'all rather prefer, Partey or Casemiro? I mean, we'll dive
That's
into that.
that would be that's the discussion. That's the debate.
That's going to be the debate. Sarah says, nice to see the ladies creating football content. I mean, hey, we're trying, we're trying. It says, hello, my fellow Gunners. Come on now. Woo! Okay. The big up people, remember to, of course, like the video and do indeed subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, so before we start to talk about the combined 11 and whatnot, how do you feel, Gracie? Are you confident in terms of, leading up to the Sunday's game, the big one, Arsenal United? What are your initial thoughts right now?
Oh, I'm very excited for it. For one, we were saying earlier, I think Manchester United versus Arsenal. It's one of those. It's kind of the battle of the elite, or in history, it was the battle of the elite. It was title winners versus title winners, and so on. First, it was crazy times, and we're in a bit of a different situation here. But I am very confident going into this game. You did drop points against Crystal Palace, and you did
Yes.
lose a key player in that. So I'm thankful to Crystal Palace for that, because that's kind of given me that little more confidence going into the game. No, I'm excited. I think at home as well. You know, our fan base at home this season is just a different feeling. If anyone hasn't been there this season, it is literally, it's like, I don't want to compare it to Anfield in like its prime, but
Mm,
it's that the noise is elevating to something that I've never seen before. So
yeah,
no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be difficult for you guys to come to us. We're very much
absolutely.
on form, but the only game we've lost this season is against Manchester United. So
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting, very interesting to see what happens.
Big up. No, I agree with you. I mean, you guys are, the best team in the league this
Yeah,
season. And I said it in your match preview as well. It pains me to say it, but you guys are playing good football. You are, in the momentum right now. It just looks like you're enjoying the ride. You're just,
yeah.
hey, it's an opportunity. Why not just go for it? So big up for that, of course. Um, yeah, I do also feel the same way. It's going to be quite interesting for the Sunday game and whatnot. It's a big rivalry that people have been saying here in the chat and whatnot. It's kind of nice in a way to see, like, I think it's been a while where both like United and Arsenal has been like doing well.
Yeah.
Both of them at the same time doing well for a long time, right? So I just kind of a little bit, miss that big rivalry back in the day.
Yeah,
So
it was the rivalry, the
the
Ferguson,
rivalry,
the Wenger. It was the battle of the tactics, and I feel like that is what we're gonna see
yeah,
this weekend. It is the battle of the tactics, and it is almost. I've seen a few people say it in the chat. I've seen it everywhere else. It is almost a new era of Wenger and Ferguson, but this time it's Ten Hag and it's Arteta, which is crazy to
exactly.
even compare. It will never
Exactly.
compare.
Oh no,
It
no,
will
no,
never
not at
compare.
all.
But I think it is a new era to kind of look at and say, do you know what? This could be the start of the where our two clubs are meant to be. But at the end of
Exactly.
the day, we're facing each other, and there's only one true winner. Even if it's a draw, there's always a clear cut team who was a bit
For
on top.
sure.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's going to be an interesting game.
It will definitely indeed be interesting. We're not going to dive too much into that game, as we already, of course, people, like we did say earlier on in the stream, we did pre-record a match preview on Gracie-Mae's channel, which will be up tomorrow on her channel. So once that is up and ready to go, I will be linking that on all my socials and the community tab so that you guys can check it out. So we're definitely not going to be telling any predictions here. Y'all have to wait for that video.
Have to
Okay,
wait and see. You got to watch to the end, people. That is the key. You
watch.
got to watch
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah. And it
end.
was a really good, entertaining, and nice discussion we had. So yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Just women talk about football. Hey, it's dope. So yeah, let me read some of the comments here. Let's see here. Doo-doo-doo. Hassan says, "I don't partay, I train." Oh my god. Okay, Hassan, good one, good one indeed. Craig says Arsenal versus Man United is a huge game for sure. It is huge. I think this one
Yeah.
is big, just in terms of we've been informed. Okay, little slight, not delay, but slight mishap in a way for the Palace game. But you guys are doing hella good. So this fixture for Sunday will indeed be big. Sarah says the real rivalry. Hey, the Pika says, "What's up? Big up. Hope you're doing well." It also has so much history behind this match. Arsenal versus Manchester United, a battle of shining teams and rivals. Big up.
100%.
Yes. Miss says, "Hey guys, please get the likes up." Yes, indeed, guys. The more you like the video, the more the video will be pushed out there for, new and potential subscribers to see. So definitely do that. I mean, we us content creators wouldn't be pushing for that aspect and whatnot if it didn't mean anything. So, you know, it's free. It doesn't take long to do. But hey, Ghost says, "I have a feeling that there is a new era of Ferguson and Wenger." Ooh, could be. I don't think they will ever get to, we've said it before. Those two incredible managers.
Yeah.
Hey, but, maybe we can create a new era with Arteta or, Ten Hag battling it out. You never know. Like Ten Hag said when he came to United, he said Liverpool has been doing well. Klopp, great manager. Pep, great manager. But all eras comes to an end. And I think
Yeah.
the era is coming to an end now. And we're starting a different era now. I do think that also includes Arsenal, which
Yeah.
kind of
100%.
is, it's the truth. Mrs. Also do check out Gracie-Mae's channel. It's great. I know I'm biased, but
Big
it's
up.
great. Hey, it is great indeed. Big up. KFC, big up. Rajas, big up. Man United are bigger than Arsenal. Hey,
Mm-mm. Nah,
Gracie-Mae
I
disagrees.
disagree. I definitely disagree on that one. It's close, but
Yeah.
nah.
Hey. Hassan says the bald Fergie versus haired Pep. That one is good.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Raja says Arsenal will maybe F it up. Ooh, you talk about the league in general or for Sunday's game? Let me know. Okay, KFC says 2-0 Arsenal. KFC delivery. Obviously, funny username here, but is a Man City supporter. So, hey, okay. Daily Tech, hello, big up. Good to see you. Hassan says, one day I believe I'll be making video with Sophie. Hassan, manifest it. We can make it happen. Rajat says, we beat Man City. We can beat ya. Hey, let's go. Uh, It says, excellent, guys, do check it out. Casey says, as a City fan, this will be the first ever time in 1 million years that I will support Man United.
It was me
Whoo!
yesterday. I was literally cheering on Tottenham for dear life,
Right?
which I never thought I would have to do in my lifetime, and I will never be doing it again because it clearly
Yeah.
does no good.
Now they, don't ever put hopes on Spurs because they were letting everybody down. A lot of Arsenal supporters were let down by Spurs. Like the one time we wanted to support you, you guys let us down. That's probably what a
Yeah,
lot of people are thinking. And hey, and the sports, hello, big up. But it says, but you went 2-0, bro. Okay.
you'll have to find
Uh,
out. You'll have to find out.
yeah,
Watch the preview.
exactly. And it sports says, big up Sofia and Gracie-Mae. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, Hassan says, oh, forget to tell. Oh, you forgot to tell Gracie that you are the new subscriber. Hello,
Big up.
great. I love.
Thank you.
Let's keep doing it. Big up. Ooh, Roger says, how do you like Prime? Is it good?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
drink. I thought
Yes.
there is a lot of hype. There is a lot of hype around it. Obviously, they're sponsored with Arsenal.
Mm,
They're partnered. I don't. It's not as bad as people say it is. I don't understand where they get this thing. It is very sweet, people.
yeah.
This one's probably the best one. I can't lie. But I'm not one of those
Ooh.
people that are like chasing down people at Asda to get one. If
Oh
I happen to
yeah.
come across them, or I know people that can get them, so it's if I happen to come, I'm just like, yeah, might as well try it. Yeah, it's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
I mean, KSI is Arsenal fan as well, so
Yeah.
must be hella big for him to be able,
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
sponsor his favorite team.
It's nice as well. It's nice from looking from a fan's perspective of someone
Yeah,
that's come from nothing, that is an Arsenal fan and
exactly.
risen to the top and now is partner with them. It's great.
No, I completely agree. Casey says, I was joking about 2-0 Arsenal. Ooh, I think it's going to be 2-1 Man United.
That's
Okay,
interesting.
hey. Very interesting indeed. But it says, Ten Hag got something to build in the factory. Hello. Also says, I hope 2-0 to Man United. Okay. Hassan says, I think my score prediction is 2-1 to Man United, but I'm not overconfident about the guys. Hey, I get it.
You never know. See,
Never.
there's a comment just above, and it says, "Where's your UCL?" And I saw that.
Ooh,
That was the first thing I saw.
ooh,
But
I didn't see that. There you go.
but
Yeah.
you may have that. But is yours gold? I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it. Do you know what? I hate doing that. I hate doing that. But it's the one thing we have over the edge of you. You have
That
a
is true.
UCL, mine is gold, and it always will be gold because nobody's ever beaten that one.
Nobody's ever done it.
So there you
Will
go.
there and be any? I mean, that was an incredible achievement. No, we're not, I'm not going to dispute that at all. I do think sometimes it is funny when some Arsenal fans, like for instance, Ty from AFTV, it's
Yes.
hilarious.
He's a lovely by the way, he's a lovely
Yeah.
guy outside.
Oh
He
yeah.
is so nice. He is
No,
so
no.
nice.
I
But
bet.
he is delusional.
I think he funny. Sometimes he'd be having mad takes, but at the end of the day, he seems like a lovely guy. Regardless, he
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
is. I'd be watching on DR Sports and whatnot. The watch along. Sometimes he'd be coming in and whatnot. So he's funny, but it is quite funny when he'd be saying like, "Yeah, but we have the Invincibles. You don't." Yada yada yada. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, and yeah, it
you
is
know,
big and our time will come, I'm sure, in
yeah,
Europe. Um
for sure.
but it just has been we've been unlucky. We were in a final, bottled that final. Very heartbreaking moment for my family. Um,
Oh, oof.
you know, my family with generations of Arsenal fans. It's
Yeah,
this.
I
I
bet.
hear the story. That's the first story you hear in my family since you were born. Is that Champions League night, that cold night, didn't go very well. But again, United versus Arsenal, trophies wise, we're very accomplished teams, so it's hard to sort of one up each other.
Mm, that's a very good point. Good evening, Schlotz. Good evening. Schlotz is one of my subscribers. I mean, he recently lost a bet.
Oh dear.
Uh, yeah, where he created that bet. He said, okay, if Man United wins against, you know, Man City in the derby, I'm gonna go bald. Schlotz. And he also released a video on his channel. So guys, definitely do check it out. I have posted it on my community tab. So give it a watch because this guy's a
Yeah.
legend. This guy's a legend. Real talk.
Oh my
Ahmed.
gosh, what am I?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm seeing some absolute scenes in the chat, and it's sending me. And CR7 is better than Henri. That no, just no,
Is he not though?
no. No,
Crazy.
no.
Crazy.
I'm not. The
Crazy.
best. Right, CR7. He was good. and he was very good, and he is one of the best in the world. Henri
Uh-huh.
in the Premier League, right? In the Premier League,
Oh
if
yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking global. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
If we're looking in the Premier League, what Henri did was
Hmm.
unbelievable. You look at CR7 goals, and you're thinking, okay, what? You look at Henri's goals, and you're sitting there in the back. You see, like, what is that? Like, how does this man do it? Like, his Henri in the if we're looking in the Premier League,
I get it.
Henri,
I
hundred
get
percent.
it.
In
I'm
globally, obviously Messi, Ronaldo.
of
And
course.
that's it.
No, no,
That's
I
the
get
debate.
it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, I don't like Arsenal, whatnot, but there's certain clubs like, okay, oh, this player I really like. And for
Hmm.
instance, Arsenal, I really loved Thierry Henry,
Yeah,
especially.
he was
Like he
unbelievable.
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 Yeah, 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 and also, of course, RBP. I actually got him on the back of this shirt. I mean, I love him.
I used to when I was growing up, and obviously Robin van Persie was in the squad when I was younger, in our squad, and I was heartbroken. I had he was like my icon. I think I had a
Oh,
poster of him, and then
wow.
I found out he went to United. That poster was gone. It was ripped. It was over. It was
It's like,
over.
nope.
It's like, no, I'm not having this. This
And
absolute traitor. And then
oh
Sanchez as
my God.
well. I idolised Sanchez for such a long
Sa-
time.
Oh my God. Why the hell did we get Sanchez?
He
Lord
was
have
so good
mercy.
at Arsenal. He was
Yeah, he
unbelievable.
was.
And then he went to United and then he's
He
ended his
was.
career.
It was
Ended his
just the
career.
money, man. Oh my God. It was horrible indeed. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah.
The chat is moving reckless tonight. Okay, what have you been eating or drinking? Lord have mercy. Okay, we'll be diving into the chat real soon, but I do think it's important that we dive into the combined 11. But
Yes.
guys, we'll go back to chat. Let's just start. I'm just gonna share the screen and get the likes up, people. Get the likes up.
I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeves. This is serious business, people.
This is serious business
Serious
indeed.
business.
Hello. Guys, do also feel free to join, along and whatnot. Maybe you will completely disagree with what I have to say. Maybe with Gracie-Mae, you might agree with us. I don't know. But regardless, we're gonna roll the sleeves. We ready? Okay, so basically it's a 4-3-3. I've
Yeah.
decided to put on. Okay, I might be a little bit shameless, or maybe not. But as you guys can see here, I do have two CDM spots, just in case. We know,
Just in case.
just in case, because for the when I did the combined 11 for the Manchester Derby, there was a certain player, and I still am hurt that he was left out. So that was Casemiro. But hey, we'll dive into that soon. Okay, goalkeeper. You going
For
with
me,
your boy?
based on if we're going based on form, it has to be Ramsdale for me.
Does
He's
it
been
though?
unbelievable. He has been good, but then De Gea is a very good keeper. But
He is.
I feel like Rams if we're going off form this season, I
Yeah,
would
we
say
are. It's fun.
Ramsdale.
Okay. I probably should be saying Rams. Oh, I wanna pick up my guy, David.
Yes.
Dave saves. Chat, do you agree? Should it be Ramsdale? Well, you know what? We'll just say. I mean, Ramsdale has been actually. He has been good. I
If you
do.
look at it, I
Yep.
mean, I don't know how. Let me check. I want to see if we're going. I don't know how many clean sheets you've had this season. So let me see.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some games where we absolutely been definitely leaking goals. The first
Yeah.
Man City game and Brentford game and whatnot. So there were some games where we messed up, but then there were maybe a run after the World Cup
So
initially,
you've had,
also
you know,
before.
you've okay, yeah, you've had quite a lot of clean sheets, but I feel like Ramsdale just tops.
Mm-hmm.
On recent form, I would say like not recent form, but this season
Just
particularly.
yeah,
Yeah, I would go with Ramsdale.
yeah.
It's so difficult. I've never actually done a combined 11s. This is a first,
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah, I feel
yeah.
like Ramsdale just top trumps De Gea currently.
Uh, the chat also, yeah. A lot of people in the chat also are saying Ramsdale. David, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, David. I'm so sorry.
I
We
think as
move.
well with Ramsdale, it's not just his goalkeeping ability. He's great with his passing in
Yeah.
to create build up play.
Oh no, not David. What
He's
am I
very
saying?
good.
Ramsdale. That's a good point. I mean, I did think, the North London derby, he was hella good. I ain't gonna lie. There were moments where Spurs probably should have gotten the goal and whatnot, but he was like, "No, sorry, you're not
Yeah,
scoring today." So, yeah. But if I have to, I mean, I get it with in terms of like he is kind of an integral part sometimes also with, starting, up, attack and whatnot. Like I get it. Good with his
yeah,
feet. I see it, but I do feel like for me just to also kind of put a little bit of respect when it comes to the hair in terms of the way he has improved, I do think has been quite meaningful or quite beneficial throughout the season because a lot of maybe not a lot of people, but there was definitely some parts of the fan base that was completely writing him off and thinking he wouldn't be able to play under Ten Hag. Ten Hag wouldn't be able to rate him, whatnot, which kind of has been known to be false at this point. But hey, what are you gonna do? What is chat saying here? Let's
I'm
see.
being slated already. Yeah,
Oh Lord, chat, come on now. Okay, so no, Hassan says DD goat. No says De Gea.
I feel
I
like
do
it's
see
very
some Trossard
mixed.
comments, but we'll dive into that later. Yeah, it seems kind of mixed. Just says De Gea. Fuad says, "Come on, Sofia, do us a favor." Probably in terms of the game. Uh, Diego Costa says Ramsdale. Shaw says Ramsdale is more funny, so we take Rambo. Okay,
Yeah, he is pretty funny.
he
He
is
is
funny.
very funny.
Sarah says Ramsdale 100%. No says look at his clean sheet so far under Eric Ten Hag. I mean, hey, yeah. As
Yeah,
long as
but then it's
Gracie,
same with
guess what?
Ramsdale.
8-2. Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah,
The
it's
same as well. So it's like, you know, versus De Gea, but this year Ram. Okay. Last year Butler's top four. And it says Rambo.
trust me, I know about the bottom of the top. I don't.
Mm,
I've never liked Arteta. If you have watched me before, you will know this. I didn't like him. I'm
yeah.
still on the fence. I'm like, neither here nor there. I've slated this guy from day one, even the day before he even signed as our manager. I was like, absolutely not.
Damn.
Don't want him. No,
Yeah.
thank you. So
Yeah.
just bear that in mind, people. I'm not an Arteta fan. I'm not like, yes, Arteta, we're going to win the Premier League. No, I'm
Exactly.
not. I'm not that kind of fan. I'm very much of, nah, don't really like you, mate. Still
I
don't.
get
But
it.
we're doing really well. We're playing well. Last season
Yeah.
was awful, and I was calling for his head at the beginning of the season, let alone at the end. So
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those.
No, I bet. I see it. I mean, but it's more so, you've just kind of been maybe, let down in terms of, okay, y- top four, it got bottled last season and whatnot. And then this season, you just felt like, yo, okay, let's see what's going to happen, but I'm not convinced yet. Right now,
Yeah,
you're just trying to enjoy while it all lasts and you give credit where credit's due. But of course, at the same time, it might be a little bit of PTSD, maybe. I get it. I've been there. I've been there. So that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So it does seem that a lot of people are saying, yep. Or most might be saying Ramses. We're going to go with that. Right back. Right back.
Yeesh.
Who will be your pick? How do you feel with your fullbacks, technically? Like actuality.
I mean, don't Ben White has been exceptional this season at right back.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't think it'd work, but
Yeah.
I would probably I know Wan-Bissaka is decent.
Yeah.
Um, so I probably in terms of combined 11, I'll probably go with Wan-Bissaka over Ben White just because he's more
Okay.
experienced. Just because he's more experienced in the position,
Ooh.
and I feel like he's been decent for United. So
Okay.
I'd probably over Ben White. I'd probably go with Wan-Bissaka.
Okay. What about Dallo?
I mean, yeah, I think either way,
Either way, it's
either one of them probably I would put in over Ben White
okay.
just because of how they've been playing. I mean, don't
I
Ben White's
see that.
been great, but he has
No,
his
I get that.
moments. Yeah,
I completely get what you're saying. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of the Arsenal fan bases being like, they really rate Ben White, and I do think he is hella good and whatnot. But I do think in terms of for me though, Dallo has definitely been one of our most improved players under Ten Hag.
yeah,
He hasn't really been that much available since after the World Cup, but obviously because of injuries and whatnot. But and then it was very nice to see Wan-Bissaka um, basically stepping up to the plate and have been doing so well. But I still feel like for me, I do kind of need to put Dallo in just in terms of the season overall. But
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka is a good shout regardless. So he's definitely getting like a honorable mention, of course. So we'll put in Dallo. Lego. Left back.
I mean, who do you have? You have Luke Shaw
Oh, yeah.
or
He's been
Zinchenko.
incredible.
Yeah, but Zinchenko changes our team. Like he changes the game.
Shevchenko was hella good for the North London derby, but also the availability, though. Has he been available enough
I
for
mean,
Arsenal this season? Or
yeah, I feel like after the World Cup, since he's come back, he was playing a bit before then. I think so. But yeah,
mm,
he hasn't played. He hasn't played as much as Luke Shaw. But what Zinchenko does is he's very clever. Is it
yeah,
like he goes? He's in a left back position, but he drifts into the midfield because
he does.
Jack is now in a more attacking position. He's very far forward. He almost forms like an added attacker sometimes if we need him.
Mm,
He comes that far. He almost comes alongside. It's funny. He can drop into so Xhaka can drop into the middle, or he can
yeah,
go forward, and then he kind of almost overlaps with Martinelli, and then Martinelli moves a bit. It's kind of it's a weird system, but it works.
it works
It does
indeed.
work. I think based on current form, I would go with Zinchenko, but I
Okay.
haven't seen I haven't seen a lot of Luke Shaw at the moment.
No, I get that. For me, like Luke Shaw, the first two games, he, alongside a lot of other players, was horrible. Which is, he wasn't good. So he was basically dropped by, you know what, let's put another color here. Give me 1 second. He was basically dropped alongside, Maguire,
Yeah,
for, for instance, basically, what was it? Malasia came in, played a couple of games,
yeah.
did look very decent and whatnot. Um, but Luke Shaw afterwards starting to start to get playing time and whatnot, and then he ended up being hella good since then. Has been playing also very good as a center back and whatnot, but obviously as a left back, he's been doing hella good. I mean, the nickname he's been having, Roberto Carlos, is what the fan base calls him. He incredible. So for me, it is indeed. I feel like I need to put Luke Shaw in here, but
Let's put Luke Shaw because I think for the
okay,
period he's played more than Zinchenko this season.
yeah,
I feel like they're not on the same wavelength, but if Zinchenko played more this season, I reckon he would go in there.
probably would have then been.
Yeah,
It could have because, like, once again, I do think Shevchenko is an incredible player. I still,
he's very good. His passion and
yeah,
his mentality are just unbelievable.
for sure, really is. I still am shocked that City got rid of him. City
Yes,
probably are thinking, what the
City
hell? Like,
gifted
yeah,
us Zinchenko and Jesus. They've changed our team
they
completely.
have that,
Changed.
winning mentality, like
He's
the
won
proper
4 out of 5 Premier League
right.
titles.
Like, come on,
That is the mentality we need.
100%. And you see him with a lot of passion, like he always gives 100%. So big up to him for sure. Okay, maybe I feel like we've kind of gotten, it looks, but we haven't really gotten into any bickering in terms of the
Yeah,
the
I
positions
feel
yet.
like
But
midfield is where the
yeah,
debate comes.
that
Definitely.
potentially could be the case. Let's see what the comments are saying. Boogie says Fred will pin Martin's little tushy all day. Oh,
No,
Lord
no,
have
no, no,
mercy.
no, no.
Okay. Fuateshenko is one of our own. A. Zezi says beast. Oh, Malasia. Yeah, okay. Aaron says, hey, hello. Do, do, do. Schlot says dollar one play shouldn't be in the conversation. But it's not. The thing is,
It's not realistically of what the team would actually look like of availability. It's
yes,
just based
exactly.
around our squads currently.
Yes, because if it's in terms of the availability, like right now, if we're gonna be putting this team on for Sunday, okay, all of them are gonna play together alongside somebody else,
Yeah,
then that will be different. But for me, when it comes to these combined 11, I like mostly just focusing on, okay, they are available, figuratively speaking, and that we are taking into account that they've whether or not they've been in good form or whatnot. But this season basically is what we're thinking about. Diego says Ben White may way more consistent. Okay, interesting. Once again,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not disputing Ben White, but I just feel like overall, I want to say this season, Dallo, he's been different gravy, different gravy. And Manzese says Aaron Wan-Bissaka, obviously. I could have said it, but I just feel like, you know, if we're going to be comparing that, the some of the games after the World Cup that Wan-Bissaka's had, and then all of the games that Dallo has had up until the World Cup, then there's, I
Yeah.
don't really think there would be a conversation here. Regardless, Ben White and Wan-Bissaka is honorable mentions,
I
both of
mean,
them for
yeah,
sure.
for me, Tomiyasu doesn't make it into that conversation at the moment. I feel like
Yeah.
he just comes in because he's been injured so much. He's barely played,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he's good. He is good, but definitely not what we're looking for at the moment in the Premier League. He can't keep
Mm-hmm.
up.
Very good point. Okay, so center backs. I mean, should we maybe talk about the left center back? I mean, I'm definitely, for me, I'll start it off. Lisandro Martinez, for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
has- Okay,
I agree. He's a World Cup winner. He's played great.
hello.
He's
I
played
feel like
great.
I've been talking with
Um,
other. Oh, no, go ahead.
but if we're talking about the right, for me, Saliba all the way. Saliba is unbelievable.
Okay,
Unbelievable. This kid is
you compromise.
unreal. He's cool on the ball. He's he's great under pressure. He's good going forward. He
Mm-hmm.
tracks back. He's had a few questionable moments this season. Don't get me wrong. And last season, it's like it's the own goal or it's a bit like
Yeah,
know what you're doing. You're playing so good. But for me,
exactly.
overall, he's a fantastic player. But
No, I think
we're
mm,
very lucky to have Saliba.
indeed. I would have also loved to like have Varane. I'm leaving him out again, but I do need to do a compromise though. That's the thing. Saliba, I think he has been at least he started off hella good. I would say.
Yeah,
And like you've said, there's been moments where you've been a little bit like, yeah, a little bit shaky and whatnot. But overall, this first season, full and whatnot for Arsenal so far has been very good. He's been definitely sorry important in that backside there. But Varane is definitely a very very big honorable mention as well. There were some games where he obviously wasn't available and whatnot, but you know he just kind of adds that calmness and that just you just feel safe. With
yeah.
Varane
But
is
when for example, when we've got in our defensive line, it's Gabriel and Saliba. That is the partnership. That what makes it so perfect.
yeah.
Even aside the partnership, if you didn't play Gabriel, Saliba still has those qualities.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's very the same. It's very like, and Saliba's at the back. I feel okay if he's there by himself. I know he can handle himself. Works well with Ramsdale,
Hmm.
Gabriel. It all coordinates sort of together. So overall, I don't Saliba didn't really play in the World Cup either, which is a shame. Good experience. I think
Yeah.
it's a difficult squad to get into France. Very
Of
difficult.
course. Of course.
Players in there are unbelievable,
Oh
but
yeah. But just even getting that call
yeah,
up indeed though, just I mean that was big. Was it the Tunisia game? It was a group stage game. I think he might have played a little bit, I
yeah, I
think.
think he did. He did play some, but
But
Saliba's
overall,
He's very
yeah.
consistent. He's
Oh
very
yeah.
consistent.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say Varane's the most consistent player.
You wouldn't say that he's most.
No, I wouldn't say he's the most consistent.
Ooh, I would say he's been maybe because it's a C might not miss. I don't know. I do feel like this season he's definitely been a lot better than last season. I mean, last season everybody technically was shit except for
Yeah,
De Gea and Cristiano Ronaldo when it comes to last season. But
yeah,
this season, I do think Varane has been extremely important. But I do get what you're saying in terms of. I mean, if we're gonna kind of compare the consistency compared to those two players, Saliba and Varane, I get it. And once again, I think sometimes when it comes to combined 11, it is a little bit important to do a little bit of compromise as well.
yeah.
So I do think, I
I
mean,
feel like that would be a good back line though. That'd be
it would.
unbelievable.
I think
Unbelievable.
this looks hella strong.
Yeah.
It looks very good. Okay, so I mean, the midfield here, this is
This is
probably the
the real
most,
debate.
this 100% is the real debate. Real talk. Okay, let me just go down to the comments again. Schlotz says Martinez is overrated. Schlotz, hush. He definitely is not. Butter says Varane. The fact that some people were mentioning, I don't know, or was it Maguire? Get out of here. Schlotz says, see, it's center back 100% Maguire. We all love Maguire.
He's
He's a,
dreadful.
oh my God.
When was the last time he played for you guys?
I think he might have been I think he started against Bournemouth.
Oh dear.
I think that was a few games ago. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's been a while. But
I
it's
don't blame
very
you.
much.
You played Bournemouth on the 3rd of Jan.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
might have been. If I'm not completely mistaken, it might have been that game. I'm pretty sure he started that game. But regardless, I mean, yeah, I just
He's not even
look
in the conversation when it comes to your squad anymore, I don't think.
no, and it's lovely to see that Ten Hag also completely gets this himself. That he's just like, nope,
Yeah.
sorry, you're not it. So he probably will be sold during the summer, but it is what it is. I cannot wait to say hasta la vista, goodbye.
I don't want him. I definitely don't want him. I think he'll go abroad somewhere.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think
I
maybe another English club would be maybe like a lower,
Newcastle.
maybe, maybe
Newcastle, they can afford anything.
they
So
could.
they're always in the
Somebody
conversation.
would be interested. I mean, I'm not going to say that he's so bad that nobody wants him.
Yeah.
He,
Even at
somebody would be interested.
Forest. Even
Yeah,
at Forest,
yeah,
Brentford.
yes,
Could see any of those really.
for sure, definitely. Okay, so the midfield. I mean, I decided to take two CDMs down here
Yeah.
just because maybe we can potentially. I mean, who do you? Okay, what does your midfield kind of trio looks like for you? If we just kind of talk about that.
Partey's the centre. Partey is literally the centre of our team.
Okay.
Everything like this guy, he bosses the midfield like it's
Yeah.
nothing. He's a fantastic player. His form this season's been unbelievable.
Mm.
I mean the strike he done against Tottenham. I swear, if that would have gone in, it probably would have been
Ooh.
one of the
Oh yeah.
best North
I should
London
got him.
derby goal of the
Yes.
season, maybe like that. It
Indeed.
was that kind of goal,
Yeah.
but it didn't. The bar's probably still shaking from that from last weekend.
It probably
Um,
is.
yeah, but for me, Partey, he's without him, we are absolutely lost. We're shocking.
Yeah.
We didn't get top four last season because we didn't have Partey. That is
That is
a
a good point.
massive reason.
He is
He's
important for you
very good.
guys. Mm.
Yeah, he's Thomas the Tank. It's party time when he's in the midfield.
Oh my
It's
God, I love party time. Hello.
he has his own song. Like this guy is important.
Indeed. I don't know. I completely get it. I think what was it when he initially came? When was it? Was it last season where he said like where he kind of gave himself a player ranking like 4 or something? What was it? Was it last season? I
I
just
think
remember
so. He rated himself quite low, I think.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But then he
but
kind
he's
of like kicked off a little bit. But this season he's been incredible. I feel like
yeah
sometimes he doesn't get enough love. To be
yeah
completely honest, he's kind of more so like in the background a little bit. But he just does a job.
yeah
I almost feel like okay, maybe not completely going to necessarily. I'm not saying that they are similar type of players, but I'm just saying like in terms of Michael Carrick back in the day, like
yeah
for Man United did an incredible job, but we rated him. But everybody outside of that, we're not really looking at him as that key player and whatnot. But for us in the midfield, we haven't really had a player so good when it comes to like that DM role since Carrick. In our family, we have like a player like Casemiro and whatnot. But back then, Carrick, whoo. So I get it.
yeah.
I
I
get
mean,
it.
our midfield is quite our midfield's Partey,
Yeah,
Xhaka on the left, but Xhaka dips in and out of different positions, and then you
yeah.
have Odegaard, obviously, but he kind of floats into the middle. So,
Mm.
I mean, it's difficult. Obviously, you have Casemiro, Ericsson, two fantastic players, but I feel like Partey definitely has to be in there. he at the moment, currently, he's one of the best DMs in the league, if not the best, in my opinion.
For me, he's one of the best. the best in my opinion is Casemiro. But hey,
Casemiro is very good. He
hmm
literally he glues your team together. I think you'd be lost.
I think we would
And we'll
too.
find out. We'll find out Sunday if you're
We
lost or not.
that's a good
Yeah.
point. Very, very good point. I mean, he has. I mean, we've been screaming for a CDM for the longest time, and finally, we have you know the best of the
Mm.
bunch and whatnot. But okay, so like I said, I decided to put two CDMs in here. Could we maybe? I mean, it depends on what you think. Compromise here. Just a
I'll
suggestion.
compromise. I think Partey has to be in there.
Okay. Can we also put in Casemiro?
Yeah. I mean, he's not available, but why not? Yeah, he is.
Just
If
figuratively, yeah.
figuratively, yeah, of course they have to. Both two. They are two of the best DMs in the league.
Amen. And I
Really.
have. I mean, I think we both will probably agree with uh, the other or the third selection up here, but we gotta obviously put on my fellow Norwegian Odegaard. Needs to be here.
Yes. Yes,
That's not even a
100%. This
debate.
season, this season has been a, something different. I
Yes.
can't even describe what's happened. It's like the transformation with Xhaka.
Yep.
Something different. Some like literally this guy has done a 180, and I don't know
Yes.
how, but it's happened. And same with Odegaard last season. It was almost like he was still settling into the game, and now he's doing like tricks and running around people for fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
He's
not
come in.
really.
He's come into his own as a captain as well. I
Yes.
see a lot more
Exactly.
of that quality on the pitch. But when he first got the captaincy, I was like, "This guy, why is he our captain?" I
Yeah.
don't see any quality of that. But now I really do see it, and he's it's proven. And he's scoring goals. He's
hmm
providing assists. It's
Yeah.
from a guy in a midfield position as well. It's fantastic.
I completely agree. I just I'm really proud of him, how well he's been doing. It's kind of annoying, of course, that he does so well for a rival team as Arsenal, which I'm not really particularly fond of. But hey, regardless, as an outsider, just trying to be a neutral, what he has done for Arsenal has been incredible, and he definitely deserves to be here. Would maybe Granit Xhaka also be a fair shout to put in
Oh yeah,
as well?
I think with Xhaka, obviously he provides more than just in midfield. It's that going forward, overlapping with Martinelli
Yes.
almost. It's that partnership between Martinelli, Xhaka, and Zinchenko. That is the key on the left side.
Yeah.
It's it all works, it all combines together, and even Xhaka's scored quite a few this season. He's scored more
Yes.
goals this season than he has in his whole career.
That says a lot.
Like,
I almost feel like he's
yeah.
got kind of like a new role that
He
Arteta has
does.
kind of
Yeah,
put
he's
for him.
almost. It's really odd. You almost can't really describe his position. He's almost like he's an attacking midfielder, but he drifts in and out of like a winger forward. Like it's almost he's incorporating all these different roles. He's almost playing like
Exactly.
an he's almost playing a number 9 position, but
Yeah.
dipping back into the midfield.
Very good point. No, I rate Granit Xhaka. I actually have a little bit of a crush on him. I think he's a beautiful man. Regardless, he also as a player, he plays, wonderful. And
Now he's turned into what I want him to be. This is the version of
yes,
Xhaka we want him to be.
yes, exactly.
He's done a 180 from telling the fans to
To
do
F
one
off and yeah,
to becoming a very key player in our squad that I
yeah,
actually rely on heavily in our midfield.
exactly. That's a very good point. Now, like he just what somebody was saying recently, it's like technically, this midfield with, I mean, obviously we have Casemiro here, but let's say Shaka was here as well. For
Yeah,
Arsenal, you basically be having a midfield consisting of all captains, all of your,
yeah,
you know, that midfield trio there are captains for their national teams.
yeah.
Odegaard for Norway, Partey for Ghana, Granit Xhaka for Switzerland. It's that experience.
It's the experience in the midfield, and that is what has stopped so many teams this season. That's how we've
Exactly.
been able to manage the game so well and stop counter attacks
100%.
because you've got that solid foundation. Everyone knows what
Yes.
they're doing.
Yeah.
So because everyone knows what they're doing, almost Xhaka and Odegaard tend to move up and Partey stays back because you can
Yes.
rely on Partey to kind of keep that central until they come
Mm-hmm.
back. So it all works quite well.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. No, no, this is, yeah, I think, Do you feel that this midfield here looks good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It would be a strong midfield, definitely.
absolutely. Once again, Grand Shaka, of course, I know that people are, I mean, Schlotz here is saying Shaka 100%. I mean, Shaka, like I said, I rate him. For me, I could not miss out on putting Casemiro in here as he was not, I mean, as you know, when I did the combined delay for the Manchester Derby, my fellow United supporter decided to take Rodri instead. And I was like, okay, Lord. So what are we going to do, you know? So this is just a compromise because I cannot leave him out for another combined dilemma. I can't do it. It will pain me, but hey, it is what it is.
So
Um,
just yeah, the comment down below. You didn't deal with countering at Old Trafford. Don't forget, right? We were saying this earlier. I think it's you. You were a very different team
mm,
back when we first played you. We
yeah,
were a very different team, and we've still come very far. Even though that's the only game, we've still come very far in our style of play from then to now. So
mm,
no, but again, being at home is such an advantage. I don't think
of
people
course
realize the
it is.
the sound is different, and Old Trafford is a hard place to come. And this
Yes,
season, the Emirates is a hard place to come.
$100%.
You look at Newcastle when
Yeah,
they came to us. They managed us on the pure reason that 11 of their players were in their own half all time. That was
yeah,
it. That was literally you could not move in their half. And
yeah.
you'll see on our preview, people. I don't like Newcastle. I don't like them
She
for many
definitely,
reasons.
yep, she did
Definitely
state that
don't
in the
like
rush
them.
preview.
Definitely don't like them. So that plays a part. But
This
again,
is real.
very different
Mm,
teams. You had Ronaldo then. You know, it's different, and we've grown into our own as a
oh,
team.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're a lot more a team than just
One
individuals.
hundred. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. Like and I said it in the match preview as well. That this Arsenal team looks like a proper. They look like a unit. They look like a
Yeah,
team. It doesn't look like you said, a team just based of individuals. Because a team, okay, yeah, you have people and whatnot, but they have to play as a team. This is the team sport. This is not boxing. This is not a one man sport. Everybody needs to know their role and have to kind of link up in a way, if that makes sense. So they gotta work. If one person is out of it, that can kind of mess it up. So
100%.
it definitely is real. Let's see here. Schlott says, when the fans tell a player to f off all the time, you can't expect anything else. Understood, Shaka. I
It
mean, I
wasn't
get it.
that the problem was it wasn't that one incident that annoyed the fans. It was the
It was
throwing the
probably more.
captain's armband on the
Yeah,
floor and then doing that. If it was a different circumstance, then oh, fair enough, you could be giving him stick all game.
of
But
course.
it was the fact that he's playing bad and then
Yeah,
he's throwing the captain's armband. That is a complete
yeah,
sign of disrespect to the fans, and then telling him to F. It's
absolutely.
a whole series of events that led up. I don't think a lot
Yeah,
of people realised, especially if you don't watch Arsenal and you don't know the
mm,
ins and outs. You don't realise of how
exactly.
much if who's your captain usually?
Bruno,
If he did that, you'd be annoyed. You
of
would be
course,
like,
one
no, he
hundred
should never
percent.
play. He should never
Yeah,
play
yeah,
again. He shouldn't. He needs to go. Or
yeah,
like
yeah,
Ronaldo, when Ronaldo gets all aggy and upset, and when he did that interview, you're all like, oh
yeah,
no, he should never play again. Never do this. Never do that.
yeah.
And it was the same with Xhaka. He had these
Of
series of
course.
events, these series of interviews, and it was just
Yeah.
that one like. No, but he's amazing now.
I
He
think
needs
it's
to
nice
keep it
to
up.
see how he has turned it around, though. I think that's
Yeah,
definitely
and I
commendable.
feel like him working with Arteta has a lot to do with that. I think,
Yes.
especially watching the documentary as well.
Mm,
Um, Arteta is a massive reason because Xhaka was ready to leave. He wanted to leave.
I bet.
Arteta convinced him to stay, and it's done him good.
Exactly. No, no, good point. Uh, McTominay not in this conversation. Nope. Sorry.
No, nowhere
Nope.
near,
Fred,
nowhere near.
been decent, good. He's had very good moments after World Cup, but like I can't. I'm sorry. Like
He's
we can't do
unreliable.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't. Like a squad player at best for sure, but there's levels. I cannot say Fred over Odegaard, Fred over Partey. I can't. Come on now, that will be delusional of me to say. Come on now, like
100%.
let's not do that. And also Bruno, I would love, but if we're gonna compare Bruno, Odegaard has been incredible this season,
Yeah,
and Bruno has had moments where it's been, you know, I just feel like I haven't necessarily been super blown away by Bruno. This is me just being completely honest. I feel like Bruno has been good, decent. He's been definitely. There's been some games. I think there was one game where he was suspended. I remember, was it the Villa game? Maybe it was one game before the World Cup, and I remember, damn, we're missing something, and it was Bruno for sure. So he is an integral part of this Man United team. But when we're thinking and we're taking account once again, this season, Odegaard has been on a different level. So I just have to kind of focus on that, and
Definitely.
that's why we decided to go with this midfield. But yeah, let's move on now to the, let's see here, right wing. Saka.
Yeah, I really dislike Antony. I don't know what it is about him, but I
Okay.
really don't like him. I don't know whether it's the cockiness or what,
Yeah,
but I'm not a fan. Not a
you're not a
fan of
fan.
Antony. I feel like he's one of those very overhyped players. I
Okay.
expected a lot more from Antony than you've got.
Mm,
From the way everyone was hyping up, they've got, oh, they're getting Antony and this and this. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, we'll see how it goes. And then it's the things like the showboating. It's just something I don't like in football, to be honest.
Okay.
He's too cocky and
Mm,
he's too arrogant. Um, and I
mm,
don't think no, I think Saka's played since he's got back from the World Cup. Saka's
mm.
been full of confidence and he's just been
I
going
think so
for it.
too.
Yeah,
I do feel like he might have been a little bit like, up until World Cup, like there
I
was
think
lots of big moments.
The Euros and last season,
Yeah.
especially not getting top four, really knocked Saka's confidence. But
Yes.
since the World Cup and he's come back, he's been you know
Oh,
really good for
yeah,
Arsenal.
100%. And he's been a player that you guys, I mean, since he, starting, came into the first team, whatnot, you guys have been very reliant upon Saka, but he has just kind of proved that, like, okay, I'm young, but I've taken my opportunity and I've never looked back since. And
No,
he's hella good.
he gets into the team every time,
Oh
every
yeah, yeah,
game,
yeah. No,
every game.
I like Saka. I think he's
Yeah,
incredible. I don't know. It's just his personality. It's just, oh,
yeah.
you just want to
He
give
will
him a nice
be
hug. He's just
he will be one of the best one day. He will grow whether it's at Arsenal or not. He will be
mm,
he'll be one of the best.
for sure. I can see him winning lots of trophies.
Yeah,
Uh, whether or not that will be at Arsenal, we don't know. But at some point, yeah, I can definitely see him, yeah, just progressing into becoming like one of the world's best wingers, for sure. So yeah, big
yeah.
up to him. Okay, left wing.
I think this is quite true. I mean, Martinelli, he plays great, but he hasn't been playing as well as he usually does recently.
Mm.
And Rashford, since he come back into the team, has been playing good. He has been,
Oof.
it's been what you've needed. So I think
Yes.
based off form, I'd probably have to go with Rashford. Um,
Yeah.
Martinelli's work rate on the pitch is
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
flawless. He never stops.
Yes.
He tries to create chances, but he just hasn't been clinical enough
Mm-hmm.
for me at the moment.
No, I get that. I like Martinelli. I like the way that 1v1 situation where he'd just be going at.
Yeah, his
Um,
pace is incredible.
yes, that's what I feel like we're lacking from Antony.
Yeah,
What he needs to work on. That's why I can't be like, you know, push it. Like Scott says, Antony is okay, mediocre player. The thing is, I see a lot of potential when it comes to Antony. He got his debut, against Arsenal, scored a screamer that game. I remember. He also
yeah,
has moment where he can score like world class goals and whatnot, but there's also moments where he's just, brother, just go at them. Don't be, you know, slowing down the different counter attack and whatnot, and then kind of having to wait for, uh, uh, you know, somebody to bail you out in certain situations. That's what is quite annoying. That's why, of course, we decided to put Saka. And when it
yeah.
comes to putting Rashford, I mean, he's been incredible this season. So, you know, form of his life. This is like the true Rashford that we know and love, at least the Man United fan base. Yes, there was a lot of people
I mean,
calling for his
yeah,
head last season, but,
it's crazy.
yeah,
From what he
turn
went through
around.
for last season, and
Yeah.
we were looking to get him at one point. I've never wanted him. I
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah,
think,
yeah.
you know, I just he wouldn't fit. He would not fit at Arsenal whatsoever. And I see people like Saka's going to go soon, and like in the chat, going to go to City and this, or we'll take back Gabriel Jesus. No, you're not taking back Gabriel Jesus. We're not going to sell him willingly. Jesus is not going to come willingly back because he doesn't get into your first team. And Saka's a gooner through and through. He's literally born at Arsenal, born Arsenal
I
fan
believe.
through and through. He will see us through a couple of trophies. He
I
won't
think
leave
something.
until then.
I wouldn't see him leave, like unless
He's
you
too
guys go
happy.
to like yeah.
Yeah.
The only I don't know reason why I would think he would leave is that if you like, let's say next season or there's something
Yeah.
bad happens, you guys are in a horrible state, nothing is going good, then he might consider his options. But I don't necessarily see that happening. I see
No,
him
100%.
being here for a couple of more years to come. If not, I don't necessarily know if he's gonna, finish his whole career there, but maybe,
Yeah.
if there's a good moment you're thinking, hey, I want to go abroad, he might do that. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't see him going
I
to
feel like
another club in England. I don't think he would do that.
if he was to
He
go,
wouldn't do
you're
that.
gonna have to pay ridiculous money for him.
100%.
Ridiculous.
Oh
Like
yeah,
we're talking 90 plus. I
I
reckon.
can see it. No, he's a
I,
valuable player for you guys. Come on now.
England squad player, England starter,
Yes,
Arsenal
English
starter.
tax
He
is
played
real.
last
Mhm.
season. He played every game last season,
That's sometimes what I
and
think is
England
insane.
games. Yeah.
This guy is playing so many games.
Yeah.
The fact
We
I'm
won't
like,
let him go, and he won't want to go. I don't
no, no,
think
no,
he'll
no.
want to go.
I don't think so either. So yeah, I do think this looks good. What about the guys? We're about to slowly wrap up, but yeah, last one here is the Shrika. I
See, this
mean,
is difficult because
yeah,
news evidence has come to light today.
okay,
Trossard is available.
yes,
He is available for United. The paperwork did get submitted in time, which is great. For me, in terms of my squad, he top trumps Nketiah any day. I'm not a fan of Nketiah. Yeah,
I'm not a fan of him either.
he's played decent since he came back. Scored a couple of goals. For me,
Yeah,
not good enough for a title challenging team.
no,
So Trossard already beats him. I mean, who do you have? You have Weghorst that could play.
yes, Martial. Up until the
Yeah,
World Cup, the thing is, he's not been available enough time. Like he's been starting a few games, but he doesn't play. I, he literally has not played for 90 minutes this season. That says a
yeah,
lot. So, like I said, the goal ratio and whatnot, like the stats in terms of the amount of minutes he's played and the goals he's scored, that's good and whatnot. But after the World Cup, I don't know, he's been missing. So
yeah.
for me and Ronaldo, this season, obviously we can't be. I'm not going to be putting in Ronaldo. He's not here anymore, so that's out of the equation and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean,
I think for me, I mean it's battle really between the two new guys.
yeah,
But in terms of Trossard, Premier League proven,
yeah.
scored some decent goals this season. Coming into the squad, I think he could start. I wouldn't be surprised if he started, but he's definitely going to come on.
Mm,
100%. He's going to come. He's going to make his debut at the Emirates. It's going to
I think
happen.
so too. Fuad Sofia McDarwin noodles up front. That's
Never.
funny.
He's awful.
Hell no.
He's
Sarah says
awful.
Saka ain't going nowhere. He's a gooner through and through. I bet. Hey,
Big up to Sarah, by the way, because
yeah.
a lot of you won't know. Sarah's my mum.
Oh my God, it's
That
Sarah's
is
mom.
my mum.
Hello.
Yes, we're all
Hello.
gooners in this
Oh my
family. So
God. Big
yes,
love to you, Sarah.
yeah,
Gracie's
that's
mom.
something.
Oh my
Something
God,
people won't
welcome.
know. They're always here. So yeah,
Oh,
big up.
I love that. That's so nice. Oh, where does this
I'm
foot?
going to embarrass her now. She embarrasses me. I'm going to embarrass her.
I love that. Um, let's see here. The fact that people, y'all are shameless. Nunes, why are we even? No, get out of here. The thing is, would have. Okay, I know that he's not available for this game. He's been gone for a while. But I'm thinking in form of the season, I would put Jesus in. To be
Yeah,
honest, even though, like I said, he's not available. But I'm just thinking. Let's say he was. I feel like he's still been hella good. I actually really rate Jesus. What do you
Oh
think?
yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah. If we're talking not available, Jesus 100%. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, I wouldn't even think that. If yeah, I just didn't even
I mean,
think that because he's so
I
injured.
would be open to put him in, even though he's
Yeah.
injured.
No, I would 100% put
Just for me,
Jesus in.
once again, this is not it doesn't have to be super cut clean that okay, oh he's not available, whatnot. Since I mean, I did decide to put Casemiro in here, even though he's not available for this game, that I think it would be only fair to still put, like I said, Jesus in,
Yeah.
just because
No,
we're talking about the
yeah,
whole
definitely.
season, and he has been good.
He's been unbelievable, and he makes
Yeah,
such a difference. I cannot wait for him to be back. I reckon he's going to be back about end of February. Um,
yeah, I think so too.
yeah, but I
He
feel
probably will.
that's a strong team. I feel like it's quite
I think
balanced as well.
it does. I mean, how many? Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 United players and 6 Arsenal players. I mean, I do think that's fair. I mean, definitely, think it's fair that you guys have more, but in terms of you are, at the top of the league and whatnot. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this team. What is the chat saying? Do you guys agree? Do you guys think, hey, no, 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 or what are we saying? Rosa says you an Arsenal fan now. Quiet. Oh damn, it's going down in the chat. Okay, wow.
Everyone's arguing.
Versus Gabriel Jesus is injury prone. That's why we sold him to Arsenal. Okay,
It's a major. I think the difference is it's a major injury though. What he had at
yeah,
I think he was quite. They weren't major things, and he wasn't getting into the team anyway. He wasn't getting the minutes. So you gifted us. You to be fair
no,
though, you gifted us Zinchenko as well. Really, I know he's had
exactly.
a few injuries, but even it's the difference they make when they're in the team. At the end of the day, whether
Hmm.
they're injured for some of the season or not, they're still making a massive difference. And Jesus will make a return at the most crucial point of our season.
I think so too.
That's where it is.
Yeah, because I was saying like when you guys when he got injured, and whatnot, I was thinking, damn, this might be who that might be peak for
But
Arsenal. But then,
because yeah,
yeah,
because we've got some other players in our team that can score goals. You've got
mm,
Odegaard, you've got Saka, you've got Martinelli,
yeah,
Nketiah sometimes when he wants to. It's not. It is a big hit,
yeah,
but we still can compensate. We might not be scoring as many goals as we would like to
yeah.
because of that. But at the end of the day, it's still a great. It's not bad. It's not too bad.
It's no, it's not. And once again, you have other, like you said, you have other players that steps up to the plate and score goals and whatnot. So
Yeah.
that is important. But and maybe there's been some rival fans, especially Liverpool fans, being kind of talking about the way that you could compare like Nunes to or should I say Jesus, in terms of Nunes scoring maybe more goals compared to Jesus. But I think the stuff that Jesus does off
Off the ball. Yeah.
is
That's the key
important.
thing. And off the ball, as creating assists and chances, that's what Jesus does. But he can
Yes,
score as well.
he
That
can
is a
score as
very
well.
he's a versatile striker at the end of the day. And the fact
Exactly.
that we now have a backup for him in
Hmm.
Trossard and then Nketiah behind that is making our squad that
Yep.
strengthening a bit more. And we're still looking to get more players. But as soon as Jesus is back, our
Then
problems
hey,
are
that gonna
solved.
be
Yeah,
peak. Exactly.
we're going to be stronger. We're going to be stronger, and if we're
I
strong
agree
now,
with
I'm
that.
excited to see when he comes back.
Yeah, big up. Okay, guys, we are about to wrap up, but this is, to those of you tuned in, this is the combined 11 for me and Gracie-Mae. This is Gracie-Mae's mother, Sarah, that says, I was just thinking the same. Jesus, hey, I mean, he's been playing well, so yeah. So to wrap it up, we have, or to summarize, I would say, we have, Ramsdale in goal. We have the right back, Diogo Dallo, Man United, Luke Shaw, or AKA Roberto Carlos. Sometimes also Shodish or Shordanen, in the center back. But hey, we have Lisandro Martinez. We have Saliba in the midfield. I definitely could not miss out on putting in my guy Casemiro. Yes, he's not available for Sunday's game, but hey, this is just a figuratively speaking type of hypothetical combined 11. Let's dream, people. Come on now. And then we have Thomas Partey, who's also been, of course, incredible for Arsenal and whatnot. I rate him. I think he's incredible, even though I prefer Casemiro. But hey, that's me. Martin Odegaard, uh, incredible as well. Fellow Norwegian, super proud of him. As a fellow Norwegian citizen, whatnot, Martin Odegaard, you do your thing. You do your thing. Up top, we have Bukayo Saka. In the right wing, we have my guy, Marcus Rashford. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, this is the kid here, right here, of Marcus Rashford. And then I decided to put, or we decided to put on Gabriel Jesus. Yes, Okay, injury prone,
I
but
so wish he was available. I really do. But
if he was
hopefully,
available, whoo!
Trossard, he might come and score a debut goal. Who
Oh my God,
knows?
I hope not. I
I
mean,
hope so.
if we're like, no, I do want the clean sheet. That would be great. But let's say, I mean, we're probably not going to be a clean sheet. What am I saying? Let's say it's 2-1 for United. If that might be the case. Not that I'm saying that's what I'm predicting, because hey, you have to check out Gracie-Mae's video for tomorrow to see what our prediction is. But let's just say hypothetically, if that's the prediction, maybe Trossard scores that one goal for Arsenal. Hey, you never know. Regardless, a good signing for you guys, uh, for sure, definitely. Okay,
Definitely.
so I'm just gonna read a couple of comments before we end. Um, YK Nandi says, Dallo over Ben White. I mean, obviously, it doesn't look like you're a fan of that, but okay. Fred says, we got Holland and Alvarez. I mean, big up. Rada says, Dallo and Wan-Bissaka over White, which, hey, we did, talk about.
Don't get me wrong, but we have to make it balanced. This is the thing with the combined 11.
Yes,
It has to be balanced. If it was my choice, I'd pick all Arsenal.
of
Sophia would
course.
pick all Man United. It's just one of those things.
It is.
Ben White has been consistent, and I don't want anyone questioning our knowledge
Oh,
over
no,
this. This is just purely hypothetical. Do you know what I mean?
it is
I know I
hypothetical.
could spill on all day about football. Go watch our channels and you'll see that
Yeah,
we have knowledge. We are the
we
minority of
know
fans.
ball.
We
Yes,
are females. Does not
yes.
mean I literally I have supported Arsenal since day one of birth. This is just an unwritten rule in my family. You all support Arsenal or you're out. Um, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So Dalot, yes, and Wan-Bissaka, yes. Purely just based off experience is why we chose him over Ben White. Currently, doesn't mean to say Ben White isn't going to be great. Um, is not going to be great in his position, because he's been
Mm,
fantastic and the way he plays is unbelievable.
yeah, exactly. I mean, and I agree with Gracie here on that. Ben White has been definitely important for you guys, and been incredible. But we're just trying to make it balanced. That's all, people. We're just trying to compromise, and sometimes you gotta sacrifice certain players, and that's that.
Yeah,
Ensman TV says, big up, guys. Big up, guys. Do subscribe to Ensman TV, a Liverpool YouTube channel, but great content for sure. KFC delivers as before. Montiel took that winning pen for Argentina. Messi looked to the sky and said, it could be today, Grandma. Oh my God, he did? Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. I mean, hey.
I do love Messi. He is the best player in the world. Nobody
I
can
mean,
come for me when it's on that.
no, no, no.
It's
I don't.
unbelievable.
I've also, I mean, I said I did lots of World Cup content and whatnot, and I did say, hey, I surrender. That's the GOAT. He's just not my GOAT, but he is the GOAT. Ronaldo is still my GOAT, but Messi is the GOAT. So I'm not gonna argue anymore. It's done.
Yeah, he is the one.
He's the one. Porta says we have Wood and Marcial. Licha, our center back. Yes. Porta says LFC fans can't be talking. You need, oh my God, extra binoculars to see where you're at. Whoo, shots fired. Porta
It's
says you
true.
hope,
They are very low down.
exactly. Porta says you hopefully won't get Camavinga in. I mean, I really hope they do. If Arsenal gets
I
Camavinga,
please. I want him
no,
so
no,
bad.
no, no, no.
I'll take him. I'll
I,
take him off you just for the pure reason that because Chelsea stole
no.
Mudryk, we'll go steal someone from you. I feel like
Oh,
that's fair.
hell no. Oh my God. Like Nandi says, when someone put Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who has only been good for some games, or White, who's been so consistent all season, says a lot about ball knowledge. Okay, I mean, technically, we decided to put on Dallo, but even if you would have put in Wan-Bissaka, it would just sometimes it comes to preference as well. And
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, I mean, if you guys watch United games, the games he has been playing after the World Cup, wow, just to the level compared to other times where a lot of our fan
My
base
my yeah.
completely
My
written him
problem
off.
with Ben White is
Mm,
after the World Cup is he looks so unfit. I don't know what's wrong with him. He
okay.
literally looks like he's out of breath constantly. I don't know if that's because he's running more miles, but
Mm,
he doesn't look well. Like he hasn't looked well.
yeah.
Um, So for me, he keeps having to come off. So that's, it's just another reason. But at the end of the day, we're doing it out of fairness. Like we said earlier, I would happily pick all my team,
Of
and you would
course,
happily pick all of your team. Just how it
100%.
works.
Exactly. Okay, we need to brush through because we are a little over. But a big up, guys. This stream has been popping today. Y'all are doing good in the chat. Okay, so Tato, big up says, yo, chat. Shout out to Sophie and esteemed Arsenal guest. Yes, this is Gracie-Mae. Do subscribe to her channel once again. Tato said, just popped in to drop a like. Peace out. Big up to you. Waiki Nanda says, let's hope we can get a good result against Arsenal. Hey. Diego says, trust me, you guys have a lot of knowledge. Big up. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Sean says, I'm a subscriber longer than in this channel. Oh, okay.
Big up to
Oh,
you. I think
big
I've
up.
seen you. Yeah, I think I have seen you in my
Schlotz.
chat before.
Hey, Schlotz. Good supporter. He says, hi, Sophie and Gracie-Mae. Big up. Great show. I just subscribed just now to your channel. Oh, big up. I'm watching you guys from Poland, Warsaw. Come on, you Gunners. Big up. Big up. Welcome. Sarah, Gracie-Mae's mother, says Gracie goes up against the big boy Arsenal YouTubers and holds her own. Never doubt her knowledge, guys. You better tell him. Yes, exactly. Come on now. Just because we're females doesn't mean that we don't know ball. Because hey, we know ball, and that's that.
I was born talking football.
Come on now. You better tell him exactly. Sarah says, go check out her channel. Yes, indeed. Check out her channel. It is linked in the title and down below. Go and show some love. Phil says, Gracie, Roger is still the best CDM in the league, not Partey. The guy has 3 Premier League medals.
Rodri is unbelievable, but I'm just saying
He's on.
Partey this season has been the guy.
I think it's been incredible. I do feel like sometimes Rodri has been a little bit, yeah, but hey, that's an uncomfortable conversation for another day.
Yes,
And
that's the City. That is the Manchester City preview. We're in the wrong preview.
Wrong preview. And Smithy says, what you guys saying? Big up chat. Yes, yes, yes. Sarah says, great show tonight, girls. Hopefully more collabs to come from you both. Oh, yeah, we definitely will be collabing again because this has been hella good. Waiki Nanda says, someone in the chat said, I will be Saka over White, not y'all. Oh, okay. I get it.
Fair enough.
Charlotte says, gender is important. Banter is more important. Big up. And we know how to banter. Yeah. Okay, guys. Roger says, but Casemiro's top 2 midfielder in the world. For me, he is the top. But hey, once again, not the conversation for another day. But yeah, big up.
Good.
Yes, so guys, we need to wrap it up. This has been such a good stream, a good video. Big up to you, Gracie-Mae, for joining this combined 11.
No, thanks for having me. It's great. To do something on both of our channels. I know we've kind of condensed it into one night. You maybe think we've been sitting here for an hour. We've been going for about 2 hours now, on just different things. But no, it's been great. It's good to reach out, meet new people, get a different perspective as well. Tend to only ever circle in our own fan base, so it's good to good to get out there and get some contrasting opinions. It's friendly debate, friendly banter, but at the end of the day, it's football. It's going to happen. We're all fans, passionate fans. So
we are.
Yeah, bring on Sunday.
Big up. Where can the people find you, Gracie-Mae?
Yeah, so Gracie-Mae is literally that's my name. Why not? That's
and
the title.
It's a beautiful name. If I haven't said it before, it is a beautiful name.
Thank you. So I'm on YouTube. I am on Twitter. I do look at Twitter. I try to stay away from Twitter because it is a weird place, Twitter.
It can get toxic sometimes.
It can get horrible. Yeah. So if you need to contact me, you can find me on Twitter. But for the most part, I'm on YouTube. I do watch-alongs. I sometimes do watch-alongs. I'm one of those fans that are very. I can't sit still because I get too nervous or I'm shouting too much. So if I'm at a watch-along, I can't really be like up and down and like screaming like I do off camera. Someone's gonna have to just set up a camera in my living room, I think, just to capture the moments of the game. But I have a weekly podcast, Arsenal the History. I'm on Arsenal the History and More weekly, and then I've got my All Things Arsenal podcast every Friday as well. So busy schedules.
Big up. So guys, once again, do subscribe to Gracie-Mae. Her channel is linked in the title and down below. So yeah, let's show some support. Remember to, of course, like this video if you haven't already, and do subscribe as well. We're moving forward, trying to do bigger and bigger, better things in 2023. So yeah, we move. I'll be back tomorrow for a watch along for the Liverpool versus Chelsea, the El Shitico or the El Crapico.
I can't wait for that game.
I
It's
cannot
going to be
wait.
banter.
No, no, I really am super, super excited. I didn't think I was going to be this excited, but hey, I'm ready. So guys, yeah, join me tomorrow. But yeah, and also remember that Gracie-Mae's match preview that we pre-recorded before this stream will be up tomorrow midday. So I will be sharing it on all my socials so that you guys can check it out. Us basically talk about everything leading up to the game, the actual game, the prediction and whatnot. So we're not gonna share any predictions here. You have to wait for that video to come out so that you can, see what's good. But yeah, big up people. I wish you all a lovely day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you again tomorrow. Big up, peace, we're out.
Come on, you
Bye.
Gunners.
Come on, United. Bye.